So, I'm back. If you skipped over the ending of the last part, I fucked up at one point. So you didn't miss much. No, I'm kidding. While I did fuck up on reading the description of Damien's mother, um, here's all you need to know of what happened. Damien's mother committed suicide after trying to kill him. Okay. Anyway, everything's dramatic. Finally, the world reformed back to my room with Diana back by the window.
The Demon Lord, despite his sadistic pleasures, loved Damien's mother beyond anything else, even his own wives. When she killed herself, the Demon Lord blamed Damien and his ability to read minds.
Yeah, well, he was kind of an abusive piece of shit, so...
The only ones who convinced him not to kill Damien were his brothers. So the Demon Lord granted Damien his life. But he would be doomed to become a lowly slave as soon as the eldest became lord.
I looked at Damien, who had a face of both murderous hatred and pure sadness, as he glared at Diana. The woman he glared at, however, simply chuckled.
So, one day, he was visited by an angel, who told him about humans and painted him a pretty picture about them. Now, he's obsessed with it.
Why are you telling me this? Why are you doing all of this?
To butter you both up, of course. I'm about to give him the chance to have his wish granted.
Damien and I stared in pure disbelief. Was Diana serious? I mean, yeah, she's crazy, but... Diana laughed, seeing both of our faces.
I needed to see how well you could handle his past. You can't have true love without seeing all sides of your love, now can you?
Diana then looked fully to Damien, crossing her arms. Something about this struck a fear chord with me, but I watched in silence.
I offer you this, bastard son. I have the ability to turn you completely human. No magic, no mind reading.
You're lying.
No.
Am I? Read my mind. See for yourself.
Damien stared at Diana, only to go wide-eyed at her.
You're not. But...
That's right. Your humanity for your brothers.
I looked to Diana in surprise. What? She wanted him to hand his brothers over to her? That was underhanded and cruel.
Think about it, Damien. You can finally be human. You won't hurt anyone anymore. You won't put her in danger.
Now he's making me think of Eisen and I'm gonna cry. Just because of Eisen. I could see Damien look at me, instinctively making me look back at him. He had a look of fear, which scared me. Was he going to say yes? Was he going to say no? I wouldn't know what to do in this situation.
All I ask is that you completely willingly let me take your brothers back home. No big deal if that means you get to be a human with the girl of your dreams, right?
No.
Wow.
Excuse me?
I said no. I will not give my brothers over to you.
I could see Diana's anger flare up like a snake ready to strike.
You do realize what you're denying yourself, right? You're giving up your one chance to become human.
I'd rather remain a demon than let my brothers be your slaves. Now leave.
Damn. Diana gripped her hands into fists by her sides and glared daggers at Damien. However, she didn't move to strike. She raised one of her hands and rubbed her temple in pure anger.
Then I'm curious, Damien. What would you trade for your humanity? You wouldn't go so far as to have sex with me for it, would you?
I don't care. Damien remained silent. I looked to Damien, expecting him to answer, but why was he not replying? My mind went into a mini frenzy. Was he willing to have sex with Diana for it? Oh, come on. It's not that bad. Diana let a large, surprised smile appear on her face with Damien's silence.
Or would you? Interesting. And if I were to offer that?
I don't care. Again, the silence. Damien wouldn't. He couldn't. Not with her. No way. Yet, At the same time, I felt that he was the master of his fate. He had to say yes or no. It wasn't my place to decide that kind of change. One part of me just didn't really care, but the other part of me almost wanted him to go through with the idea. For Damien's humanity. Damien remained silent still. Why was he not making a choice? Dana turned her gaze to me before smirking.
Ah, I see. Well, I guess you've proven useless to me. You're not going to say yes with your little princess around.
Whoops. She laughed, and a purple pentagram slowly appeared beneath Diana's feet, letting her slowly sink into it.
However, in case you do change your mind, call me. I'll be around.
Okay, here's the problem I have with it, is it's like, that's Damien's decision. That's not my place to say yes or no. If you say, yeah, I'm willing to have sex with you for my humanity, go for it. I'm not gonna feel betrayed. Dude. And with that, Diana, that shouldn't be there, left us alone in my room. I finally let out the air I was unconsciously holding in my chest, relaxing from the ordeal. Damien stepped to me and held me gently, surprising me.
Are you all right?
I nodded in response, unable to speak so immediately after being surprised. Damien let out a sigh, relaxing in the embrace. I gently placed my hands around him, returning the embrace lightly. I could hear Damien's heartbeat. He held me close in his arms, and I felt safe beyond words. Are you okay?
Yeah, I am.
Are you sure? Dude, after what I just saw, holy crap, are you sure you're okay? I looked up at Damien, happy that he was okay. Damien blushed, moving a strand of my hair from my face to look down at me. However, he suddenly pulled away, looking down at his feet.
I should go. You still need rest.
Babe, no! Babe, no! Before I could speak, Damien turned on his heel and rushed out of the room. I stood there, staring at the door in a daze. Did that really just happen? Oh, hell no! There was no way I was letting him get away from me after all of this. I quickly followed him out of the room, spotting him turn the corner to go downstairs into the foyer. I followed quietly, unsure of where he was going, but determined to follow him to his destination. To my surprise, he turned a corner and pushed open a wall, sliding into it and closing it behind him. I followed and repeated the action, earning entry. How did Damien know of this place? I walked down a small flight of stairs and continued through the dark, secret hallway, unsure of what to see at the end. What was my grandfather hiding in here? Nothing much, really, but... Was it a magic room? Was it a secret study? I didn't know. Ugh. I felt steam gently brush against my skin, making me shiver slightly. A boiler room? I was wrong. It was a fucking hot spring. I was led to a door that opened to the outside. From the direction I was going and how far I went, I was a little past the backyard. When I opened the door, the sight made me gasp. I was greeted by a hot spring, private and isolated from the world. Was it magic? Was it just placed conveniently here? I was unsure. I told you that there was a secret hot spring. However, my eyes traveled to a Damien, who was staring at me, unsurprised that I had followed him.
Your grandfather told me of this place.
When?
When we first came here. Before we had dinner, remember?
Oh! My mind went back to the day we met, remembering when Damien was looking at an empty space and speaking to it. I knew there was something going on, but I didn't know what. You were talking to my...
He died, yes, but his spirit remained here while Malix chased us. Once Malix was no longer a threat, he left this place, knowing that we would take care of you.
I could not believe what I was hearing. He had been watching over me?
He didn't want you to be alone when you moved in. When we were attacked, he guided us to this house. We didn't know it was to protect you until after you went to bed that night.
Oh, well, thanks. There was so much information. I felt nauseous. I felt myself falling back before Damien rushed over and helped me close.
Whoa, careful!
I I gripped onto Damien, feeling his warmth surround me. Everything was happening so fast, I didn't know how to contain it all. Yet, for some reason, I felt safe and secure in Damien's embrace. Was I crazy? Probably at this rate, but I didn't care to think about it. My mind went from spastic and crazed to calm and at peace in his arms. He wasn't using his incubus powers on me, though. I looked at Damien, seeing at last a deep love in his eyes. He cared for me and wanted to protect me beyond anything else in the world. He would have left long ago if that wasn't the case. Hearing my thoughts, Damien smiled at me and nodded, affirming them. I felt my heart flutter a bit, making me forget what chaos I went through. You really love me.
Yes, I do love you. More than anything.
I'm trying to remember if he's... Okay. Damien gently caressed my cheek, leaning his forehead against mine.
I wanted to tell you everything sooner, but I couldn't find the words. Now everything's come at you at once, and I really...
Yep. I brought a hand up, silencing Damien again. I understand. Just tell me things earlier next time. Damien let out a small laugh and nodded. I knew he'd make it up to me one day, but one question festered in my mind. Obviously, Damien was curious too.
Do you love me?
Ooh, that's a question. I stared, unsure of how to answer. He could read minds, yes, but I was sure he couldn't read the conflicting feelings of my heart. I felt a storm raging in my chest, trying to dig up the answer. With my mind still frazzled, I let my heartbeat guide my answer. Yeah. I love you. Wait, what? Oh my god, hold on. Damien's is weird. I loved him and wanted to give him exactly what he wanted. Oh no, wait, hold on. Okay, wait, no, alright. Damien's gets weird. I gently leaned in, letting my lips finally touch his gingerly. Damien let out an almost surprised gasp against my lips before wrapping both of his arms around my waist, pulling me close to him. With my arms up and around his neck, feeling the kiss between us deepen into a heated, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Damien was everything I desired. He was the man I wanted, demon or not. Oh my god. I feel like this is the same as the other ones. I just don't care about reading this. Oh my god. I don't even want to read this because it's so fanfiction-y sounding. Like... Oh my god, this sounds so fanfiction-y. I don't want to read this because it sounds like fanfiction. His eyes burned for me. Are you kidding me? Damien opened his mouth to speak, but as a very small blush ran along his cheeks, he was reduced to shy silence. I stared as he tried to find the words to say in my eyes. I knew exactly what he wanted. He didn't need energy though, right? Are you...
No, I just...
Ooh. I stared wide-eyed, feeling a blush on my cheeks grow. He didn't say anything more, but I knew what words would have followed if he continued. Oh. Let's do the do. Was his passion really that deep for me? Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna save so I don't have to go through this again.
If you don't want to, we don't have to. I'll understand.
Let's go with this one, shall we? Those two words must have made something in him finally break. Damien gently wrapped his arms around me and went back to kissing me passionately. Oh wow, Damien simply ran his fingers down his jacket and shirt, releasing the buttons and revealing his bare chest to me. Bare. I couldn't help but move one of my hands down his chest, running my fingers over the crevices of his muscles. A pleasured purr escaped his throat, making me shiver slightly. Damien let his... What? Let his his shirt and jacket slide down his arms to the ground before cradling my head in his hands and kissing me deeply. I felt heat rise in my body, making me undo the tie underneath my collar, releasing the buttons on my own shirt. I quickly removed my shirt and vest, making Damien... Oh my god, Damien, have you... Oh, of course he hasn't. Stop kissing me and stare and slightly surprised. Oh my god, this is written so poorly. I was simply in a bra, but like, for the love of God, get over it, it's bra. Oh! Did I really want this? To undress before a demon? I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate everything about this. He knew I was nervous and wanted to draw my attention away from it. And... bang. Before I knew it, he and I were both stripped of clothing, surrounded by a cloud of steam. The heat between our bodies simply added to the warmth. Damien started to guide me, though, into the hot water of the spring. I looked at him with a slightly confused look. Here?
Why not?
That's a great question. My mind instantly agreed. Porque no? I followed Damien. I cuddled close to see what stood in the water. It didn't take long for us to get back into the mood we were in. That's my puppy. I'm free. I read this fan fiction where they did it in a hot spring. Damien pulled me close, knowing I was still shy, and began to kiss my lips over and over. Each kiss was his promise to keep me safe, keep me comfortable, and love me. I had my arms wrapped around Damien, taking each kiss he gave and giving him my own kisses in return. I didn't know if it was the fact we were... I can't take this seriously. Oh man, what a great scene. I don't know how tall I'm supposed to be. Well, steam ran over our bodies, cleansing our skins as we held on to each other like it's the end of the world. The fragrance of the steam ingrained itself to my memory. I touched me a lot. He was gentle and sweet, making sure to be attentive to every part of me. However, as he held me, I could slightly feel the shiver of his hands. He was nervous? Was I his first? He wasn't gonna show it. He wanted me to enjoy this moment, but was afraid of screwing up. His shivering hands showed me his emotions perfectly. The pleasure between us to be having me go through it together. I wouldn't do it with Eric, but yeah, okay. Okay. Everything's pretty much the same. Yeah. Yeah, so we couldn't stay in the spring home forever, though eventually Damien managed to bring us back to my room, laying us both in my bed to relax. With his magic, we were dried off before we hit the sheets. Nuzzled my head under Damien's chin as he held me close.
I love you.
Well, thanks. I love you too. Just to hear those words come from Damien's mouth made my heart flutter. To hear me answer made my soul warm with glee. I feel both of us sink into a peaceful sleep together. The best sleep I had had in days, and I was happy. I had love, and I had my happiness. My life was simply perfect. And now I need to actually tell me this is the right file. Yeah.
If you don't want...
I don't care. I wasn't ready, but I still wanted to give him the love he wanted. Holding me close was all I needed. All I wanted. Part of me grew fearful of what Damien would think. Would he hate me? As I've mentioned before, dump their ass if they say this to you. Damien, however, smiled and crossed my cheek happily in response, nodding in understanding. I could tell that he was okay with my decision, which made my heart flutter in joy. Jamie gently leaned in, and I learned how to read. Are you telling me I've never done this ending of Damien's before? Oh my god. Apparently I haven't. Kissed my lips once again, wanting both of us to cool down from our passionate high. I kissed back sweetly, feeling the heat in my chest die out peacefully. I him pulled away slowly, looking into my eyes to reveal a deep love that haunted his colorful irises.
All right. Let's get you back to bed.
I can tell because I can't skip through it, and I can't do that if I've never done the ending before. Apparently I've never done this ending of Damien's before. Damien then wrapped an arm around my shoulders and lowered his other arm underneath my knees. I easily held on to him as he lifted me up like a blushing bride and carried me away from the hot springs and back towards my bedroom. Damien was kind enough to know my limits, and I trusted him to respect my choice. He wouldn't throw me to go against my wishes, nor would he force himself on me. He was perfect. And Damien gently lowered me to my bed before petting my head with a loving smile. Being in happiness, I didn't want it to end. As Damien turned to leave, I quickly grabbed his arm. Wait. Damien froze and looked back at me, waiting my next command. He was going to obey no matter what I said, but he was anticipating what I was going to ask. I could see it in his eyes. However, I just wanted him to be with me a little longer. I didn't want that shady lamp to be with me. Hold me. I repeated my words, holding another meaning to those two words. Was he okay with what I wanted? It was so close to what he asked for, but it wasn't going beyond what I desired. Damien took in my words and smiled, nodding before turning back to me and sliding into bed with me. I was surprised, but I happily melted into Damien's arms as they wrapped themselves around my body. I rested my head against Damien's chest, enjoying the warmth it provided as I closed my eyes. He truly loved me as I loved him. My rest with him was as peaceful as it could be, with the best sleep I had had in days. When I opened my eyes, I felt Damien still holding me, but he had fallen asleep. His sleeping face made me giggle softly, but the reality of the situation made my heart flutter. I couldn't believe it. I was laying next to a man I had grown to love with all my heart. His warm embrace made me feel safe, and as our tender moment replayed in my head, I couldn't help but smile and snuggle into his chest further. Unconsciously, he held me tighter to his body, giving me more of his warmth. I didn't want to move. Then my core suddenly tightened and made me sit up without waking the man next to me. Let my legs move and bring me to my balcony window. I opened the glass and stepped out onto the patio. Diana's shit. It gets a bit weird and different with Damien. I stared wide-eyed at Diana, who sat cross-legged on the railing of my balcony with her glowing gold-eyed stare upon me. I opened my mouth to object, but Diana stopped me.
Before you get all huffy, I didn't come here to take your precious man away. I will admit, though, I'm shocked that you didn't give your innocence to him.
I don't care what you
We
think.
demons are the best lovers, you know.
I glared. What do you want, Diana?
Well, I wanted to extend a deal to you. I promise you'll like it.
I don't want any deals with you.
Not even to make Damien human?
I am not giving you the boys.
I'm not asking for the boys this time.
She's so frustrated with me. I stared dumbfounded as I looked at Diana. She rubbed her temple, clearly annoyed.
This whole trip has been a waste of my time and energy. All I want to do is go back home and take over my kingdom.
Then why don't you?
Because I need more energy if I want to even try to defend my home from that maniac demon lord. I may be brilliant, but I'm not exactly fortified to fight him.
Pressed my lips together in a flat line, not sure what Diana was wanting. Then I'm listening.
I'm willing to turn Damien human, if you're willing to give me your energy, and his.
Wait, what?
Simple, really. Give me the magic you're holstering in your body and let me take Damien's, and I'll be on my way, and you'll get a human boyfriend. A boring, plain, human boyfriend.
I couldn't believe my ears. Is Diana really offering this deal to me? How would you take this energy?
From you, a simple kiss will do.
Heck yeah.
From him, that's a different story.
What do you mean?
I have to sleep with him.
Well, Diana held her hands up in defense.
What you humans don't understand is how we demons work. A touch is a mere sip of energy. while sex is a pure energy transfero. Perfect for humans. A really passionate love-making session would drain any demon of their energy.
I mean, but he's...
Yes, he's your man, but I need
Yes,
the
he's
energy
your
and
man.
you want him to get his wish. We both win. Get it? I'll even throw in a memory spell. He won't even remember it.
I'm okay with it, but it's like it's up to him. I don't care.
If Damien doesn't want it. Silly girl, do you not understand what he's willing to do for his humanity?
Listen, if he's cool with it, then I don't care. This is not my place to say.
He's willing to have sex with me. He just won't say yes in front of you because he doesn't want to hurt you.
Well,
It's
if
rather
he
pathetic.
says yes, then go for it. I don't care. This is why Damien was so silent the first time she asked him. Was it truly because he didn't want to hurt me, or was he actually not willing? Dana's voice broke my thoughts.
By the way, I'm not a total bitch if that's what you're thinking. I will ask him first before doing anything.
Dude, if he says yes, then go for it. I don't care. Like, she was going to ask him? Why? You'll ask him? What if he actually doesn't want sex with you for his humanity?
If he says no, I'll just toss him back here and not change him. I'm not willing to do it with someone who will say no to me.
I mean, I don't care. The way she talked about this deal annoyed me to no end. It's definitely a business deal, but this deal tore at my chest. Let him sleep with her and he'll become human. Don't and he'll remain a demon. It's his choice. Honest to God, I'm like, I'm cool with it. Because it's your choice. Damien's face popped back into my memory, reminding me of his desperate wish to become a human. I was able to grant it to him right here. Diana was just doing her job. Fine.
Fine. Meaning you'll agree to my terms.
I agree to your terms.
Beautiful. Now.
Diana slid down from the railing and walked to me, gently running a finger up my neck to under my chin.
Your energy first.
Okay. I closed my eyes. Ah! The kiss wasn't unpleasant by any means. In fact, I felt myself melting into the kiss more so than I wanted. Every single nerve in my body tingled as energy spiraled up my entire being and into Diana's kiss. Soon I felt a little weaker and a little more vulnerable than I was before. Diana pulled away and smiled down at me.
Such an interesting human girl. Sad to see you give up your powers so easily.
I don't really care. Also, it's for Damien.
Right. Now, speaking of the bastard son...
Crap. Crap. Crap, crap, crap. I forget. Instantly, Diana rolled her eyes.
What? Are you wanting to back out halfway? You're just not comfortable with me taking his energy. Look, sweetie, he wants to be human. You want him to be happy. I want his energy. We all win.
No, wait, hold on. I screwed up. Never mind. I take it back. Dang it. I don't have a thing. I can't tell. I don't know. I don't really care. I don't know. Diana walked into the bedroom and towards Damien, looking down at his sleeping figure.
Oh, such a sweet thing.
How are you going to...
I'll enthrall him, take his energy, cleanse his body, make him forget, and then cast the human spell when he goes back to sleep. Simple, really.
That's it?
That's it. I'll make sure there's no trace of me when I'm done.
do it before I change my mind.
As you wish.
Diana chuckled before snapping her fingers, making Damien vanish from my bed. I instinctively panicked, but caught a hold of myself, remembering what was going on. Remember to bring him back.
I will. A demon never goes back on their word.
Thanks for that, at least. With that, Diana vanished. I felt my stomach churn in disgusting patterns at the thought of Diana with Damien. However, before I could even flex a muscle, Diana reappeared, adjusting her hair back to normal. What?
What? Oh.
Diana let out a small laugh as I raised an eyebrow.
I brought into an isolated tear between our worlds. There, time moves much faster than in reality, so I was able to take what I needed to be done.
Okay, well, Diana snapped her fingers, making Damien reappear in my bed as if he never left.
And there he is, clean and human.
You kind of sound a bit disgusted by that, but okay. I quickly ran to Damien's side, not sure what else to say. Diana sighed and popped a hip while crossing her arms at me.
Pity. Damien had so much potential, even for a bastard son.
Can you... Can you just... Before I could speak more, Diana vanished into the air, leaving me alone with Damien. I looked around, a little paranoid should she just be hiding, but as I clarified to myself that she was gone, I looked at Damien and brushed a strand of hair from his face. Human. Something about this was bittersweet. He got what he wanted, but I don't really care that he just leave it. Listen, if he wanted to, then I don't care. I slipped back under the covers and into Damien's, not Diana's. I wish, right? Feeling him unconsciously hold me close to him. I cuddled close, letting sleep take over my mind. Morning had come, and I was well awake before Damien. He was still in my arms, sleeping peacefully as if nothing had happened. One thing was for certain, though. He was human. He was no longer a demon. He was a human, as he wanted. I waited. Waited for Damien to wake up. Waited to see him realize that he no longer had magic. I didn't have to wait long. Damien slowly opened his eyes, stretching and rousing up. I held my breath, waiting for him to make the realization. He wouldn't be able to read my mind. He wouldn't be able to use his magic. Damien's eyes landed on me, and his face grew a happy smile.
More...
His voice instantly grew silent as he stared at me. His smile suddenly fading into a look of shock. His mouth opened, but his eyes showed his speechless surprise. Damien couldn't read my thoughts. Damien slowly sat up, keeping his eyes on me as if he was trying to figure out if he was in a dream. I gave a little smile to him. It was almost too cute to see him like this. Damien brought a hand to my face and ran it over my cheek. I closed my eyes, feeling its warmth.
I can't read your mind. I don't have magic anymore.
You don't have to sound so... I opened my eyes again, smiling at Damien's surprised expression now. In exchange for my magic and energy, Diana gave you your humanity. I stared, going almost frightened as Damien's eyes began to water. His hand on my cheek slightly began to tremble. I didn't know if he was angry or happy, so I prepared for the former. I wasn't expecting him to grab me and hug me tight enough to press the air out of me. I gasped as Damien held me close and tightly. He was trembling, which only increased my fear. What melted my heart was the sound of Damien weeping into my shoulder.
I'm human. You made me human.
Babe, calm down. Oh my god. I wrapped my arms around Damien, burying my face in his shoulder and nodding. You're human now, Damien.
Thank you.
No problem. Damien pulled away slightly and pulled me into a kiss, one that was passionate and full of love. Imagine this to be one of the greatest kisses of all mankind. For Damien's love filled every part of my body. I was happy. So, I'm not really sure. We'll see. One thing was for certain, however. Damien loved me and I loved him just as much. We had promised our lives to each other and nothing was going to take that away from us, not even time itself. Our love was so powerful, it practically overwhelmed me with joy every time I found him holding me close every morning. Even better was that Damien was truly happy. He was human as he always wanted, and he showed me his gratitude every day. The other boys decided to leave of their own accord. They knew that my future would only need Damien at my side, so they each decided to start their own lives in the human world. Damien understood perfectly, wishing his brothers the best. Besides, Damien was a human now, and he had found someone to care for. His brothers didn't need to worry about him now that he was caring for me. I felt bad as well for being closer to Damien than the others, but they reassured me that I was okay and they would remain nearby should I ever need them. I was happy for that. They made me promise, however, that I would love Damien for as long as we lived. That promise was instantly given. What of my future? Blah 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 blah. I don't care. So Damien was like, heck yeah. So one morning, a good couple of years after the boys and I had met, I had a moment to myself. So I sat in my room and took in all that had happened as if it was all a dream. The demons, the devils, the magic. It's all surreal to believe. It almost frightened me to think that it could have been all a dream. But the warm feeling in my heart reminded me that this was all real. The demons, the magic, the love I had. All real. I smiled as I held my hands to my chest, relishing the feelings dancing within my soul.
Are you okay?
Holy yeah. I looked up at last to see Damien by the doorway, smiling at me. I smiled back. I was just thinking.
Oh? What about?
I was just remembering how we met and such.
Really now?
Yeah, and I wouldn't change anything. I smiled in assurance of my own words. Everything I went through, everything I did for Damien, I'd do it again and 10 times over. Damien walked over and sat beside me, wrapping an arm around my shoulders.
You wouldn't change anything?
Nope. Damien looked at me with an almost a knowing smile. He knew something. I just didn't know what.
I know about the real deal that made me human.
Oh God! I instantly felt myself go pale. He knew? How? Diana put a smell on his memories to make him forget. What do you mean? Damien stood up and walked to my window, staring out of it.
My humanity in exchange for your energy and mine.
I quickly stood up. Damien, I
know that you agreed to let Diana take my energy if she agreed to remove my memories and
No.
make me human.
The agreement was that you had to agree to it. So, babe. I walked over and tried to reach out to him. I felt myself stop before even touching him. The choice was coming back to haunt me. I felt hopeless and powerless. I didn't know what to do. My heart was ripping itself in two. However, Damien looked at me with a smile.
Well, Diana didn't make me have sex with her.
What? I looked at Damien, raising an eyebrow as he wrapped an arm around my waist and pulled me to his body.
She took my energy, yes, but through a ritual. Demons don't completely lose their energy through sex. So she decided I was not worth the lay. Simply put me through a draining ritual, used only for demons who were going to be executed.
But she made a deal.
She didn't have to remove memories if she didn't have sex with me. She still kept to her word.
That's fair. I was completely dumbfounded. I was played. I was completely and utterly played. Fucker. Damien laughed at the obvious anger on my face, pulling me close and leaning his forehead on mine.
Still, to think you'd make me sleep with her just to get my humanity.
Oh my God, I didn't make you do anything. You wanted to be human, and there was no other way I could think of. Damien kissed my forehead.
No. There wasn't any other way.
The agreement was that you had to agree to it. I didn't make you do anything. I'm sorry. Damien lifted my chin, making me look up at him. I felt completely guilty. I let him be taken over by Diana, and he could have slept with her for all his humanity.
Don't be sorry. You wanted me to be happy. If anything, you sacrificed a lot more than I could have.
Literally, I'm just saying that, it was your choice. I pressed my lips together, not wanting to feel more guilt. I knew he was trying to make me feel better, but I felt utterly gross for letting that choice happen. Damien laughed before he kissed my cheek, making my guilt slightly shudder.
I understand why, okay? Please, don't beat yourself up over this.
I felt tears run down my cheeks. I didn't even deserve to be held by him. I felt sick to my stomach at myself. I tried to pull away, but Damien held me tighter, not letting me get away. No, let go.
Hey, calm down.
No, leave me alone. Damien pulled me closer, pulling my head to his chest and trying to soothe me crying. I gripped onto him, conflicted at myself. I wanted to get away from him, but I needed to hold him.
Diana thought you were very brave to make that decision. She respected you for making that kind of sacrifice. It's not easy to give the one you love away like that for their happiness.
I'm just saying that it was literally your choice. She said that she would ask you first, and I was like, dude, if she's asking you first, then that's your choice. I'm cool with it because it's literally your choice. Damien lifted my head once again, a world of love within his eyes.
I love you so much. I don't deserve your love at all. You gave me everything. You made me human. For that, I can never repay you.
I misread that as I can never forgive you, like, babe. Before I could finish, Damien pulled me into a kiss. It reminded me of all the love we shared and all the love we would share together. I gripped onto his shoulders as he held me close. Pulled away from the kiss slowly, looking up at him, still slightly pained in guilt. You forgive me? Aw, look at us. Damien smiled and lifted me up, wrapping his arms around my waist and looking up at me with the happiest and most loving smile on his face.
A lifetime with the woman I love is well worth forgiving you.
I felt a large smile grow on my face, happy tears now painting over my cheeks. I love you, Damien.
I love you too.
I didn't want to wake up if this was indeed a dream. Felt light as a feather, not wanting to ever let go of this man in my life. There were no words that could describe the emotions within me. I felt joy, happiness, ecstatic. All at once. Here I was, with the man I would be with forever, holding me like I was his greatest treasure. The past was behind us. We had a future to meet. And that was my happily ever after. And Damien's humanity. Us. Yeah, I did it out of order. New password unlocked. Demon War. That's not a new password. And we're done with Damien. Next time we'll be beginning Matthew, I think. Yeah, Matthew. And then Sam. And then Naomi, and then Suzu, and then Diana, and then some other endings, and then that other dude.